What's up, everybody? Peter Gilmore here for another video. Let me just set up something. Sorry about that. Alright. What's up, everybody? Peter Gilmore here for another video. My second video of the night. This time on the main channel. Killer of Demons 669. Oh, see what I did there? Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video. Hit that subscribe button in my pants down in the description box below. And as always, find me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Share the video all over the internet. And don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Treat it like it's Vince McMahon. Slap the shit out of that bell. And turn on all notifications so you never ever... ever miss an upload. Pretty much all I gotta say about that. So do it now, motherfuckers. Do it now. Alright, we got the tribal chief Nick in the chat. What's up, Nick, my tribal chief? And we got the prince in the chat. So the prophecy is here. We are live, motherfuckers. We are live as live can be. We'll get to her in a minute. Well, damn, I should say. Nick says not just. Sorry. Nick says not just Sasha Banks, but Naomi too. We'll get to that. That's the big news for tonight's Monday Night Raw. But we'll get to that in a minute. And then Prince says, "Hey, bro." But we'll get to that in just a second. But anyway, so we'll get that. Alright, so the prophecy's in the building for this live show. Thank you all for watching on this getting chilly late Monday night, May the 16th, 2022. Or if you're now watching from somewhere else in the world, May the 17th, 2022. Hope you had a great day. It was nice and warm here in the Northeast, 74 degrees. Beautiful day. Hope you got out and enjoyed it, and then came home and it was raining, and it rained a little bit here, thunderstorms and Satan coming down and dropping the rain and shit. So the Met game was canceled tonight, so playing a doubleheader tomorrow at 3 p.m., a straight doubleheader. That should be fun against the St. Louis Cardinals. And nobody cares that the Yankees won tonight, guess who they play? The Baltimore assholes, the Orioles. Give the Yankees somebody credible to play, besides the Blue Jays, who kind of faded from existence. The Yankees really haven't beat anybody credible besides the Blue Jays, and that's it. They whipped Boston's ass. They kind of whipped Tampa Bay's ass. Let them face when they face the Angels. We'll see how the Yankees are, but. It is what it is. And, by the way, Thor! Noah Syndergaard, how you doing, buddy? 6 runs tonight, ah! Fuck you, man! Fucking asshole. Let me shut my window before my neighbors wake up. So I have the window open because it's fucking hot in here, and I got the window open. Not because I'm hot, because we all know I'm hot, right, ladies? But, it's just hot in the house, and I have to get the chilly air coming blasting in. But I will open it later, because I'm going to finish this video and then maybe watch a movie and then go to bed. Because I got to go to work tomorrow. Something you motherfuckers don't do. But it is pretty much what it is. And that's that. But like I said, I hope you had a great day. I had a pretty good day. I took the day off today because I didn't have to work today. So I had to take the wrestling cat to the vet. As we all know, Rose is on assignment right now, but she's going to be back this weekend. So, from her little excursion down in B-More. So, yeah, the missus will be back. So, the queen, not the queen, but the goddess will be back this coming weekend. So, we're gonna have an enjoyable Memorial Day weekend coming up. Well, not this weekend, next weekend. So, and then pretty soon we'll be getting out of this getting out of this fucking state and going down to another warmer state and down in that great state of Florida. Well, we don't we're working it out. We're just finalizing. Well, I have everything finalized. I'm just everything's finalized. I just gotta set up the date and everything. The package is done. I just gotta set up the actual date, and that's basically it. Because we're only going to be down there for a short while. I'm not going to be down there that long. But like I said, most of the summer I'll be in and out of New York. So that's pretty much it. But yeah, I took the wrestling cat to the vet today, and wrestling cat is doing much, much, much better. So thank you for all your prayers and your, well, I would say cards and well wishes, but she's doing much better. She's wrestling in her little bag, wherever it is. You know, where we take her to the vet and everything. So that's where she's sleeping now, mostly. Either it's there or right next to me, right where I'm sitting right now. We have a rug near the computer. She sleeps on. But she's doing better. You know, she still wants to eat a lot. But I don't want to overfeed her, and then, you know, something bad happens if I overfeed her. But she's doing great. So, everything is good with the wrestling cat. So, Zuzu is doing good. That's it. So, we had a good day. I gave her a reward, gave her some treats, and that's pretty much it. But like I said, I hope all you had a great day, and that's it. Also, more good news today. I got as the video down below, well, like when I put it in post-production, I got my In This Moment custom made denim studded hoodie from my good friends at In This Moment. I got it in the mail this morning, and then I did a video like around 11:30 around noon, showing it off on the Metal God channel. So check out the Metal God channel and check out the latest video, and you'll see my my new merchandise, if you will. Good shit. And I did not get it from Goodwill. I'm still waiting for these insignificant people that we don't care about anymore. You know, these people say that I get my clothes at Goodwill. I'm on food stamps. Not true. Where's the proof of that? Please. Say you proved everything else, but you can't prove that. Hypocrites. But it is pretty much all I gotta say about that. But I bought it with my own money on the In This Moment website, so you can't say I bought it from Goodwill. Proved you wrong again. That's all I gotta say about that. All right, so that's pretty much it. All right. Anyway, Prince says, "Did you like Savannah's music? By the way, I haven't listened to it. Sorry. I'm not kind of into that music, but I saw the pictures of Savannah. You got a good girl there, Prince. You got a good girl. That's all I got to say about that. Got your own problems. Just keep it off my fucking show." And, Lauren's not doing so well. She lost a friend, so she's going to be off the show for a little bit to go to the funeral and mourn and all that shit. So she'll be back in a few days. So, it is what it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on this late night, before we get to that, we got my good buddy from Mexico, the Mexican assassin himself, Alejandro Clatza is here. What's going on, Alejandro? 9:30 in Mexico. He says, "Who cries more, Boston fans or Sasha Banks?" Ooh. Ouch. That hurts, man. That really hurts. For the Bruins lost to Carolina in 7 games, and now Carolina plays the New York Rangers tomorrow night. Why is it on ESPN? Why do you have it on ESPN? I don't have ESPN on the rich man's cable. So now I gotta go on freaking I gotta probably either listen to it on the radio and have it simulcast. And I gotta do a whole ton of stuff tomorrow. God damn! I got the Met game, the doubleheader. I gotta watch NXT tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. And I gotta watch the Rangers around the same time. So I gotta have the Rangers probably on the computer with a stream, and then I'll just mute freaking NXT, or I'll just watch NXT later, which I'm probably gonna do anyway. And then I got the Met game on, or I can watch it on the SNY app, even though that fucking shit don't work! How do you have a streaming app that always fucking crashes? Boy, I gotta talk to some of the, whoever owns SNY, I don't know, it's not the Mets, of course, but whoever owns SNY, I'm gonna have to have a talk with you, because you need to fix your fucking app. It always fucking crashes. It's not because of my crappy fucking internet router. It's just the app fucking sucks. You put it on live. The game is on right now. Not now, but the game will be on live. You hit the button to watch the video, and you have like 5 minutes of commercials before something happens. So like Alonso hits a home run, you didn't see it. But it is what it is. But yeah, Boston fans, oh boy. Well, the only thing they got that's good now in Boston now is the Celtics, because they're playing I think tomorrow or Wednesday in the Eastern Conference Finals against the Miami Heat, and on the Western Conference you got the Golden State Warriors, and of all teams, the Dallas Mavericks beat the Phoenix Suns. Holy shit! Boy, is Chris Paul feel dumb now. I can't believe the Suns are out. Because they were doing they were like obliterating the Western Conference. Bye-bye, so long, farewell, good night to you. So I would not be surprised if it's Golden State and the Celtics. I think the Celtics can beat the Heat. So, I mean, who knows? Golden State might return to dominance again. Not total dominance like what they had when they won like back-to-back championships. They still have Steph Curry, so... But don't have the super team they had with Durant and company years ago. But I think that would be a nice final NBA Finals, Golden State and the Celtics. As long as the Celtics win, but as long as the Celtics get to the finals, I'm happy. I could care less who wins this fucking thing, but that's pretty much it. So yeah, basketball is going to be ending in about 2 weeks or so, and then with hockey, you're already in the second round, so you got a couple of weeks to go with hockey. You got the semifinals going on, and then you got the Eastern and West Cup finals. That's gonna last at least a week and a half at most. And then you got the Stanley Cup finals. So about a month from now, hockey will be done. Hopefully the Rangers win the Stanley Cup, but we'll see. It is pretty much what it is. But yeah, the biggest crybabies in Boston, probably the Bruins fans. Even though Sasha Banks does live in Boston, supposedly. But yeah, Boston is crying right now. And so is Pittsburgh. Sidney Crosby is still crying. And they're fucking fans, man. Fucking Pittsburgh fans going on fucking talk radio today. Still mad. They're still fucking mad about what was his name? Cuba hitting Crosby in the fucking face in Game 6. Actually, Game 5, I should say. That's why he got a concussion. He wasn't in Game 6. He returned in Game 7. And everybody is like, oh, Cuba should have got suspended for Game 6 and Game 7. Fuck you. It's a legal hit, you assholes. Is it Cuba's fault that Crosby's fucking head lowered and he was trying to get out of the way? It was like an inadvertent hit, and Crosby's like, so stupid hard-headed. Take your loss like a bunch of pussies that you are. And while you're at it, call Gritty and those assholes in Philly, too. Fuck the Flyers, fuck the Eagles, fuck the 76ers, even though they're okay, but they got bounced, too. And fuck the Phillies. And fuck everybody that lives in Philly. Fuck those motherfuckers. I know I have a cousin that lives in Philly, but that's the only person I actually care about that lives in Philly. She's a classy lady. That's my cousin. My cousin and her husband and my other cousin. That's the only people that I actually respect in Philly. That's why I only go, if I ever go to Philly, I only see them. I'm not gonna go for any other fucking shit. Unless there's wrestling in Philly that I actually would like to go to. Other than that, fuck Philly. That's it. But that's it. You know what these fans, these Pittsburgh Penguin fans and all these fucking Flyer fans and everybody else, and especially these insignificant trolls on YouTube, you know what they've been saying about the prophecy? This is bullshit. Pretty much. Pretty much they're saying this is bullshit. That's how the prophecy is so fucking popular. But I digress. We'll move on from there. Okay, Alejandro Casa says, I must admit that the last MLB games have been good. There's a website that shows all the MLB games. Can I send it to you? And he sent the link. That's fine. I mean, I'm not gonna go on that site, but like I said, I have the app and I have the radio, so I love Gary, Keith, and Ron. I always love to hear them on and watch them on SNY. But I mean, I can't disrespect Howie Rose and Rain Randazzo on the on 880 and everything. I can't disrespect the radio too. So, but yeah, thanks for the link there, Alejandro. I'll check it out one day. Then he says, here are two options on the bank situation. Let Sasha go with Naomi for her unprofessional attitude, or Bruce leave to please the crybabies so they can improve their result. Take John Laurinaitis with you. It is what it is. I don't know why Hulk Hogan reminded me in WCW. I don't get that one. Anyway, but I am surprised that Naomi will agree to go with Sasha. It is not normal for her. I say if she has had bad luck in search of an opportunity, but according to her, she was going to win the fight. Yeah, exactly. She was supposed to win. She was built to win the six-pack challenge, go on the Hell in a Cell, and face Bianca, not win, of course. And that's why Sasha and Bianca got all pissy. Not for that. Well, for that, and then John Laurinaitis and company, they're mad because they're not getting recognized as tag team champions. Why do you think they're getting beat up by Natalya and Shayna the last couple weeks? Because they're going to give it to Natalya and Shayna. Duh. I just don't understand why, I don't know. The whole thing kind of makes sense, but I just don't know. I just don't think Naomi is going to leave. I just don't think. She said that she wants to go with, her husband Jimmy and be in the bloodline. Jimmy was all for it. Now I don't know if that's even going to happen. Because I was thinking Naomi would turn on Sasha, join up with Roman and company. I don't know. And now the tag team titles are kind of in limbo. Because now Sasha and Naomi's tells John Illinois, it's like, hey, Big Johnny, fuck you, man. Throw the belt. It's like, fuck you, we're out of here. We don't need these fucking belts. And besides, the women's tag team titles are irrelevant. There's no tag teams. There's not that many tag teams. It's like three, maybe four tag teams. Sasha and Naomi, well, take that now. Keep them in, but now they can take them out. Natalya and Shayna. Selena Vega and Carmella, who I don't know if they're still a tag team or they're not. Nikki Ashhole and Doudrop, kind of, sort of a tag team. And that's it. 4 tag teams revolving around one stinking irrelevant belt that should be fucking discarded. Like the 24/7 title. fucking horrible. They should just vacate that and blow it up. Get rid of those belts. The same thing for the NXT Women's Tag Team titles, even though there is kind of a division there with JC and Gigi, Toxic Attraction. Then you got Wendy Choo Choo and Roxy. I don't know why Roxy's in this tag team with her. But and then you got Valentina Feroz and her that other Spanish chick or Italian chick. They're thinking of maybe putting Indy Hartwell and Fallon Henley together. Why have women's tag team belts at all? Oh, because we gotta do everything that the men can do, but do it better. No. Vince McMahon does not care about tag team wrestling. Why do you think they want to supposedly unify the belts? You think they're gonna get unified? Nope. Not on Friday. At Hell in a Cell. Most likely. But, I mean, I was all for unifying the belt. Now I'm kind of like, I might take everything back and say, don't unify the belts. What if the Usos win? They're already at 300 days with the SmackDown title. Actually, 301 as of this video. But what are you going to do if they win? And I think, like Jimmy Uso's right. Just, I don't know who said it, that we're gonna. I think it was Orton that said that when we win the belts, we're gonna unify into one belt. I'm like, thank you, Randy, for seeing my vision. One belt, one show, or both shows. Just like one belt. Be like old school days. With 2 shows, one belt. Champion on both shows. But then again, the corporate, the fucking network is like, we need a champion on Raw, we need a champion on SmackDown so we can get the ratings. Makes no fucking sense, this company. Moving on. Alejandro's Classa says the 6-match girls, okay. Didn't he have the same attitude when he was a tag team champion with Bayley? Oh, I mean, with Sasha. Yep. Sasha had a temper tantrum, and then they basically lost to the Iconics. They didn't want to drop the belts to the Iconics. And Sasha's like, I'm not dropping the belt. Bayley's like, I'm not dropping the belt to them. It's like, we're out of here. Then they made him lose, and then at WrestleMania, they had that temper tantrum, and then Sasha left for a couple months. And then Bayley was kind of like, well, what am I going to do now? It just feels like either Sasha's a crybaby. I'm not saying that because, Sasha's my 4th wife and everything. But she has a point here. She does have a point with this whole thing. Because there was no script tonight. Vince McMahon changed it on the fly. Because the only thing advertised was the steel cage match. They had nothing else. There was no script. Vince McMahon, they probably had a script at 8 o'clock. And then Vince is like, no, this ain't gonna work. Let's change it. And then all the talent like, fuck this, man. We don't want to do this shit. I'm going home. I'm going to go back to the hotel and watch porn or something. I don't know. Or watch me. No. But, I don't know. But what Sasha and Naomi did tonight, along with Doudrop, Nikki, Ashhole, that's 4. Who else was in it? I forgot who else was in it. No, I know it was Sasha, Naomi, Nikki Ashhole, Doudrop, and Becky and Asuka. So, 4 of those ladies said, fuck you, Vince, I'm out of here. I'm going back to the hotel. I'm going to go back home. I don't need to do this shit. I'm going to go do Sasha's lead and get out of here. That's pretty much it. But yes, this is not the first time Sasha has thrown a temper tantrum. Way back at WrestleMania 35, 3 years ago. And she was out for what? Till, when did she come back? Around SummerSlam? So if Sasha has sort of a second temper tantrum, you think she's gonna come back by SummerSlam again? It's gonna be a repeat? Probably not. I think she's done. I personally think she's done. I think she should have waited until her contract ended. I don't know how long she has on her contract. She can't ask her for her release because Vince is like, nope. Nope. You can't go to Tony Khan. We're going to freeze your contract. Like they're doing with Roddy. Why do you think Roddy can't go to AEW? Why do you think Sami Zayn can't go to AEW? Or Finn Balor? Or anybody else that wants to go to AEW that's a big star. They can't go because Vince knows where they're going to go and they're going to become big stars. And the same thing with Ali. He can't get out of his contract. So they're stuck in fucking WWE hell right now. They can't go anywhere until they actually really get released or if their contract ends. Which could be a year or 2 years or maybe 3 years from now. They're fucking stuck. With a senile 76-year-old bastard and Vince McMahon, an idiot like John Laurinaitis, and Bruce Pritchard who can't fucking write a show to save his life. And you wonder why wrestling sucks. Because everybody wants to play video games now. They don't want to work for Vince McMahon. Or for that matter, Tony Khan, with your MJF. I don't even think MJF is gonna come to WWE. I really don't think he's coming. I don't care how much money Vince McMahon gives him. I think MJF is doing a really good troll job. He's gonna milk this storyline all through this year and go, especially into next year. Especially for 2023 hits, January 2023 hits, he's gonna milk this free agent storyline to death. Until December 31st, 2023, when his contract expires. Probably the last freaking Rampage or the last Dynamite of 2023, he's gonna come out and say, I'm a free agent. Or he'll actually maybe do a Punk and sign a WWE contract in the ring. I just don't see him going to AEW, WWE, because they're going to water him down. He's not going to be unscripted like he is now. He's not going to be doing, like, shit this shit was just basically trolling and telling it like it is. He's not going to do that. Even though Cody's trying to, like, hey, come over here. Vince will give you more money, but he'll put you in freaking catering in 5 months. Alright, so Maxwell, I hope you like Titus's steak. Because you're going to be going here if you come to WWE. It is what it is. Move on. Even so, the women's tag team titles have not been relevant since their creation. Rather irrelevant titles, such as the 24/7 title, and lately the title, the U.S. United States title. Basically, and the Intercontinental title too. When was the last time Ricochet defended that belt? It was like about almost a month ago. Theory hasn't even defended that belt. He won it like a few weeks ago. Hasn't defended it yet. I think they're trying to do a program where Ali gets a title shot. You think he's gonna win? No. Because Ali going back to being a jobber, losing to schmucks like freaking Theory because of a schmuck like The Miz. No, he didn't lose to Theory. He lost to Veer. I thought they were going to give him a push. It's like, hey, we'll bring you back, and you're going to have a little bit of a run. But now you're going to get into a program with The Miz, Austin Theory, and Ciampa, now Veer. Now you add the Mysterios. Get me out of here! No. Vince McMahon is like the devil. No, you come here into hell and suck Satan's cock for 666 days. Okay, they're saying, calm down. Don't tell me to calm down, Gilmore. You sucked my cock 666 times. No, I did not. I was just hanging out with you for 666 days. That's right. We were having fun. Yes, we were. We had good fun. Yeah, good time. Good time in the 669th level of hell. Good times. Good times. But yeah, they gotta get rid of the 24/7 title. They don't care about the mid-card titles. All they care about is the main titles. In a way. I don't even think they care about the women's titles. The main titles, I should say. They don't care about them that much. And by the way, guess who wins in all this Sasha Naomi madness? Asuka. You think Asuka complains? Nope. Asuka's always there. She's ready to work. She doesn't care what Vince tells her to do. She's like, oh, okay, nobody is ready for Asuka. Vince McMahon. We have sushi later. Yep. They'll put her in a ridiculous storyline. You think Asuka cares? Nope. Asuka don't give two shits. I just think when Asuka does leave, she's going back to Japan. She's going back to Stardom or going back to Joshi. She'll hang out with Kairi, reform the Sky Pirates, and then Io's going to come and say, hey, what about me? You know, Io's hurt right now. I'm sorry, I'm an animal. What do you want me to do? It's my third wife. I got to give her some attention, as much as I give Asuka and Kairi. But I digress. But when Io comes back, I don't know what the fuck they're going to do with Io in NXT when she comes back. I would say go against Mandy, win the title one more time, lose it. Then they're going to make her go to the main roster and maybe form a team with Asuka. That's not going to last that long. If I was Io, I would tell Asuka, hey, let's go back to Japan. Let's hang out with Kairi, reform the Black Lotus tribe, face the Cosmic Angels. I would love to see that. Oh, shit. The Cosmic Angels versus the Black Lotus tribe. Kairi, Asuka, and and Io. Holy shit. I think I have to change my underwear about 6 times. The amount of fucking jizz coming out of my pants watching that match. Holy shit. But I digress. Anyway, move on. And not to mention that the male couple titles have also been irrelevant lately. Like I mentioned, the US title, the tag titles, every fucking title. They don't care. And when Roman leaves, who's gonna be the face of this fucking company? Drew McIntyre? No. They want to make Drew McIntyre the champion at Clash of the Castle. He's not gonna win. He's not gonna win both belts. He's gonna win one belt, the WWE title. You think he's gonna run with the belt on Raw? Pfft. The ratings will probably be shit when he was champ, during the pandemic era. The ratings sucked with him as champ. Same thing with Seth Rollins, too. And they had to get Roman to come back at SummerSlam 2020, and they haven't looked back since. Roman has been great for 2+ years now. But when he goes to do his Hollywood shit, nice knowing your ratings. You think you'll be getting 1.6 and 1.9s? Nope. You're getting 1.2 at best for Raw. And SmackDown, I think, will stay probably around 1.6 to 2 million at least. But it'll suck with Roman not being on the show. Who are you gonna advertise? Ronda Rousey every week when she's gonna be gone in a year? I think you might have to start writing the rise and fall of the WWE pretty soon. We'll move on. Where were we? Okay. Yeah, not to mention that the male couple titles have also been irrelevant lately. Hopefully the Bloodline will win it so that they disappear forever. That may happen. I think it's going to happen at Hell in a Cell. Not going to happen Friday. Because you know what's going to happen Friday. RK Bro will be this close to winning it, and if Roman comes out, beats the shit out of Riddle and Orton, because it looked like they're setting up Orton or Riddle to face off against Roman. Roman's gonna smash them. I'd love to see Roman and Orton go at it. Take my money. But Orton and Riddle are gonna get smashed, and then Roman's gonna go all the way to September with both titles, and then somehow Drew McIntyre is probably going to win Money in the Bank. You know, they're kind of changing the concept of Money in the Bank, which kind of makes no sense. Because Cody Rhodes doing that stupid, when he was promoting it, he's like, oh, the winner gets a shot at WrestleMania. No cash in, no nothing like that. So hopefully they don't do that. Because I think that's stupid. Then what's the point of the Royal Rumble? And people from within WWE are saying, oh, this is stupid. Just keep it the way it is, which I think is great. Person wins Money in the Bank, and then the unpredictability happens. When is it going to cash in? Where is it going to cash in? We don't know. That's the fun part of Money in the Bank. You don't know who's going to win it, and when they do win it, you don't know when they're going to cash in. But with this concept that they're thinking of doing with the men and the women's winner going to WrestleMania, getting a title shot just to go to WrestleMania, what's the point of the Royal Rumble? Unpredictable. This fucking company's just fucking weird. I know. The Usos are gonna win at Hell in a Cell, and then hopefully make it one belt instead of like having 4 titles on both their shows, including Roman, to have 6 titles. But eventually the Bloodline storyline will probably be ending pretty soon, probably by the end of the summer. But we'll see. What makes me more funny that if another irrelevant fighter had done it, they would have fired her immediately. Yeah, it was like somebody like Nikki Ashhole or Doudrop. They would have been released on the spot, or you would have heard. They probably would have released the next day or next week. But since it's Sasha Banks, and it's like, you gotta stay here, Sasha. And then, Sasha Banks or Mercedes is like, fuck you, man! Give her the title after, making her win, not me? Fuck you! I'm Sasha Banks, I'm the boss! You know who my cousin is? Yeah, your cousin is Snoop Dogg. What is Snoop Dogg gonna do for you? Except write your theme song. Blah, 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 blah. I would have preferred that Bayley return to what Asuka will win. Okay. But let's say that maybe he will do something different than what Becky showed us. I don't know when Bayley's coming back. She's ready to come back. Just don't know when she's coming back. And where either. I think she's coming back to SmackDown and probably be facing off against, I don't really want Bayley and Ronda because I think that would suck. Put Bayley back on Raw. And let her go against Bianca. Finish that storyline before she got hurt with her knee injury like a year or so ago. Finish that thing. Because it didn't really end. Let Bayley get her revenge, get the title back. That she kind of never... Well, she lost it, but... Still. Finish that storyline. And then, when this supposed draft is going to happen, September or October, I don't know when it's going to happen, put Asuka on SmackDown and have Asuka versus Ronda Rousey at SummerSlam, or going into October and November at the Survivor Series. Not what can't happen at Survivor Series. Well, probably at the October pay-per-view or the Saudi Arabia pay-per-view. Do that. Because I think we may get Ronda and Shayna Baszler at SummerSlam. I'm hoping for that. But they're going to do it? No. Because they don't give a shit. But Bayley coming back, I could probably see that before, maybe by July? Maybe at Money in the Bank, she'll be in Money in the Bank, or she'll be at SummerSlam. Well, we'll see. Okay, final comment before we actually start getting into this fucking crap fest of a show. How Kairi Sane did it to fight together in New Japan Pro Wrestling, the Kabuki Warriors. Yeah, that's where they started. That's where the Kabuki Warriors came to be. And then Io came around, they formed the Black Lotus Tribe and Lucha Underground. And we never kind of got a reunion. We kind of did. Because when Kairi and Asuka were in NXT for a little bit, and Io was there, they were gonna reform like a six-woman tag team match. I was about to go nuts, like, oh, the Black Lotus Tribe! But Asuka and Kairi were only there for like a cup of coffee, and then said, hey, hi, Io, hi! We'll go back to the main roster to suck, But never say never with a Black Lotus Tribe reunion. But Kairi's in Japan. Asuka doing her thing now. And Io is injured right now, and I don't know when she's coming back. Have to let her out of the dungeon sometime. But I digress. Doggies. And that's it. Alright. Let's get into this review. Let's kind of detail everything. And that's all I gotta say. Alright, so Raw emanated tonight from Norfolk, Virginia, or Norfolk, Virginia, or where those insignificant douchebags live, in Virginia, or Virginia, because that's where they all live, and their mama's vagina. But I digress. Alright, so we had a commentary team, as always, of Jimmy Smith, Corey Slave, and Byron Thaxton. There, and that's it. Alright, we get a recap of the show. We got a Bobby Lashley Omos video hyping the cage match. Blah blah blah. Then we open the show with the commentary team outside the cage. Very reminiscent of 1994 Raw. That was nice. They run down the card. We got the six-pack challenge. We had the six-pack challenge. Then we got to count down the Cody clock, and we're going to hear from Cody in the third hour, just to tell us how Raw sucked. But we got all that and a bag of chips, and that's it. Alright, then we go to the steel cage match to open the show. Omos with MVP taking on the Almighty Bobby Lashley in round 3 of their epic, well, not epic, but their feud. Freaking Omos comes out and he's like bigger than a cage. God damn, he just has to like reach his hand over and then pull himself over and he wins. But it is what it is. We got a promo for Inside the Cage, which I thought was nice, by MVP. What goes to Raw promises us that we'll see a spectacle of destruction and doom. He says one of these men got a little too big for their britches and their boots, wanted to claim the spotlight of WrestleMania without him. The other is the future of WWE, a man bigger and stronger than Lashley could ever be. MVP expects Lashley to put up one hell of a fight, but it's basically a foregone conclusion. Omos can pin Lashley, make him submit, climb out, or walk out the cage. There were no disqualifications, or we didn't know the rules already. MVP says, I expect Omos to beat Lashley even worse than he got beat at Backlash. He says the almighty era ends tonight, and we will now live in the age of the Nigerian Giant. So, get that. And then Lashley comes out, and he's he's walking down the ramp, and then Cedric Alexander comes from behind, and they start brawling. I'm like, what the fuck is Cedric doing out here? I know he wants to try to get in the good graces of MVP again, but come on. So he's beating up Lashley on the outside. Then the referee, who was inside the cage, comes out, and he's trying to stop this. He's like, you see him doing this to Omos. I guess Omos missed his cue. And then we see Omos come out. 2-on-1 beatdown, and MVP getting some good shots in with the cane and everything. Eventually, referees and agents had to come out to restore order. Lashley gets in the cage, he's like, come on! And then almost like, you know? And that's it. Then we go to commercial. 15 minutes into the show, we didn't even have the match haven't started yet. That's great. So we move on from there. I didn't have to rate that. Alright, then the match actually starts. And Omos was beating the crap out of Lashley, throwing him into the cage. Lashley comes back with a 1905 sleeper. Omos easily powers out of that. But Lashley sends Omos into the corner. Omos catches him with a choke and some clubbing blows to the chest like freaking Sheamus. MVP pokes Lashley in the eye with a cane. He was doing that for most of the match, like sticking the cane through the little mesh shit. Blah, 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 blah. Almost gives Lashley snake eyes in the corner and a big boot. Somebody's been watching Undertaker tapes. Then a running charge in the corner. MVP reaches through the cage again to slap Lashley in the mouth. So Lashley's like, fuck you, man! Grabs MVP's arm, knocks MVP down to the floor. I don't know how he did that. There's like this much of a cage. Okay. And then he hits a spear on Omos for a near fall. Then he hits a Northern Lariat. He goes for the Hurt Lock, kind of applies it, and then Omos stumbles back into the corner. Lashley with a big boot. Then he starts climbing out of the cage, but Omos stopped it with a choke. Where am I? Yeah. But Lashley came back, and he starts climbing almost, like I said, with the choke. Lashley fights him off with some stomps. Then a crossbody almost catches him and tosses him into the cage. Ouch. Lashley comes back, runs into almost his big foot. That's a big foot. Get it? Big foot. Almost applies a claw before hoisting Lashley up, tosses him into the cage, which broke, and I saw that coming, and I called it on Twitter and on the beautiful Puerto Rican demon diva herself, Issa, her watch-along, which is probably the best watch-along on YouTube. Just saying. Yeah, I wrote in the chat, it's like, watch the cage breaks. And what happens? The cage breaks, so. Gotta chomp on myself on that one. Not very hard, but chomp on that one. So Lashley, he gets the cage breaks, and we kind of get a little bit of a, well, not a Lesnar Brock Lesnar thing that happened in Saudi Arabia when Roman and Brock fell out of the cage and somehow Roman won the match, or Brock won the match, I should say. But Lashley rolls down off the broken cage and wins the match via escape, and almost like standing there like, huh? What? And then the referee's like goes over to Mike, I think it was Mike Rome, and he's telling him, oh, he escaped the cage! He wins! I'm like, moron, he won! What an idiot. So anyway, Lashley gets the win. I could probably see a Hell in a Cell match coming up next. I really don't want to see it. But somehow this feud is going to continue. So Lashley gets the win, matching a 2.25 out of 5 stars. Blah, 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 blah. And that's pretty much it. Not the greatest cage match in the world, but you know, I really think you all knew that Lashley was gonna win. And that's it. We move on. It's tired. I'm getting tired. It's already 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm tired. Anyway, after that we get a video from last week where we saw Mustafa Ali wrestle Ciampa with The Miz as the referee, and Ciampa winning due to The Miz's fast count. Alright, then we're supposed to get on match number 2, Austin Theory taking on Mustafa Ali. Theory comes out first, and Mike Rome reminds us that Theory is the youngest United States champion in WWE history. Like, we needed to know that. So Theory gets on the mic after the commercial, says, I can't go through with this match after Ali came out with the jobber entrance. What else is new? He's like, I can't go on with this match unless there's a referee that I can trust and call it like Vito Alfonso says. 100%. So he kicks out AJ Pereira, and then on cue, The Miz comes out, the referee. Again, I'm like, oh god. So Miz gets in the ring, and but Theory's like, I just can't do this match with Miz. You know, I can't have you as my referee. And I'm like, why did you bring him out then? So Theory's like, well, it's like, I'm going to tell you something that Mr. McMahon told me in my first lesson. Expect the unexpected. So Theory's like, tells Ali, he's like, you're going to wrestle somebody else, and here he comes. The man who comes a lot, Mr. Veer Mahan. Mr. the cross-eyed Indian guy to himself. He comes out. And we got Mustafa Ali versus Veer Mahan with Miz as the ref. But it wasn't like a, it was a longer Veer match than we've seen from him before. Ali got a couple moves. He sent Veer to the outside, and Miz stopped a suicide dive. Ali gets all pissed, and he tries to like get away from it. And Veer clotheslines Ali out of his boots. Then he locks him in the cervical clutch, and Ali Or actually, I think he just passed out because I think Miz like, who's out? He's like, ring the bell. That's it. So Veer gets another fucking win nobody gave shits about, so I gave it 1.5 out of 5 stars. Afterwards, Theory starts taking selfies with the Miz. He takes Veer. Stupid shit. Then Veer goes outside the ring, clears the announce table. Should have cleared Byron Saxton's clock, but that's what it is. And then Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio come out. The Mysterios, they come out. And they stop Veer from doing his destruction and doom. And then, Dominic tries to dive and Veer caught him, and then Rey with the Caesar Senton to knock Veer down. They get back in the ring and like, come on! And then Veer's like, That's pretty much it. And it's nice to see the Mysterios back, but it looks like going to be a 6-man tag team match probably coming up with the Mysterios and Ali teaming up against Veer, Miz, and Theory. Gag me with a spoon. I don't want to see that shit. That's it. And we move on. Alright, then the announcers talk over whatever Becky Lynch and Adam Pearce were talking about. In the back. Blah, 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 blah. Then we see a video where we see Bianca Belair and Asuka facing off against each other, where Becky was on commentary, then interfered at the end. It was a title match. So, title match ends in a DQ, of course. Then we go back to Becky and Adam Pearce. She talks about how whoops, hit the button there. Becky talks about how Sasha and Naomi left the building, so they kind of mentioned it, and she should be named #1 contender. So Adam Pearce says that Becky will face Asuka in the main event, and the winner will become #1 contender. There you go. And then later on, Corey Graves from Vince McMahon's in his earpiece, he said that Sasha and Naomi were unprofessionally left the building. So there you go. They changed it right on the fly during that whole commercial. It's like, Becky and Asuka, main event, let's go. There you go. We don't even have to prepare. It is what it is, and that's pretty much it. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. All right, then we see a video from SmackDown, where RK Bro went to SmackDown to take on the Usos, and which became the unification match, and then Riddle kneeing Roman Reigns in the face. So the Tribal Chief is pissed. You can expect Riddle to get his ass handed to him on Friday. That's it. Alright, that leads us to our next match. Riddle versus Jimmy Uso. Where is Randy? No, I mean, Randy wasn't there. I don't know why, but... Probably, he was probably home banging his hot wife. So Jimmy comes out with Jay. Blah, 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 blah. Riddle does his entrance. He kicks off his sandals, and then giraffes come out. What's a new animal? Every week it's a new animal. Next week it'll be a jackass. But I digress. It was an okay match. They kind of went back and forth through most of it. Some flippity-dippity doos. Jimmy hits a modified Samoan drop for a near fall. Jimmy goes up top. Riddle follows him up. Teases the Gilmore cutter, I should say. Jimmy knocks him off. Riddle blocks the Superfly splash. Jimmy then runs into an elbow. Jay knocks Riddle off the top rope as Jimmy distracted the referee. Jimmy then rolls Riddle up. Jay then assists like they did with the Mysterios when they won the SmackDown belts over a year ago. And then the referee sees it. He goes, Jay Uso, you are out of here. And Jay's all pissy. Riddle then rolls up Jimmy with a small package, circa 1905. 1, 2, 3. Riddle beats Jimmy Uso. It feels like the Usos just can't beat RK Bro. In singles competition or in non-title competition, they just can't beat them. But I think they will beat them at Hell in a Cell, inside Hell in a Cell. For the unified tag team belts. Because we the ones. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. So the match was alright. 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Alright, after that we go to a video of from last week. Rhea Ripley, who joined the Judgment Day with Edge and Damian Priest. We see her destroying Liv Morgan for the sake of Edge. And then Finn Balor gets beat up. AJ comes out for the save. And then after that, AJ got beat up for that. So Judgment Day stood tall. And that's it. Then we go to a video from early in the day where we see Liv Morgan talking to Kevin Patrick about how Rhea won't get away with this. Liv won't give up the fight. And then we see Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo coming from catering. They want to offer their assistance to her and a chance to appear on the Kiss Cam. But then AJ and Finn come in to offer to work together against Judgment Day. And Liv was like, okay, I'll go to ringside with you. I'll have fun. Okay. We get that. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And then after that, we get the other side of the story from Judgment Day. So Edge sitting on his throne, Damian Priest on the the right side, your left, Rhea Ripley on the other side in a nice black jacket. Very nice and very evil. Not because that wasn't evil, but very evil. So we get that. Basically, Damian says we're not getting it yet. That the fans are not getting it yet. We should rise and pay respect to Judgment Day. And basically, he's like, whoever steps to them will face nothing but punishment. No pun intended with Mr. Damian Priest. We all know him as Punishment Martinez. Then Rhea says, I have embraced the movement and am enjoying every second of it. There is nothing holding me back, and it's time for complete and utter eradication. And then Edge Stain says, they don't speak lies. Some of us are tired of pretending. I encourage you to join them. Judgment Day equals power. So accept this gift or continue living your purgatory of an existence. Good damn. He says, more will join. Edge's arms are open to any WWE superstar that would like to join them. Finn Balor. Ciampa. And he says it could be even AJ. I would like to see AJ as a heel again. Who should understand that by now. They could use AJ's athleticism and leadership qualities. He tries to please everyone else. It's not too late for AJ or Finn or Liv for that matter. They can join or be left laying again and again and again. So we get all that. And we move on from there. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Alright, then we get to a tag team match. Finn Balor and AJ with Liv Morgan at ringside. Taking on Los Lotharios, Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo. So, Humberto and Angel kiss some redneck from Virginia, probably was 17 years old. You see her face? She's like... Probably was never been kissed. Probably was a virgin. God damn. Well, it is Virginia. Home of the virgins. But, in all seriousness, let's get to this match. Match wasn't anything to write home about. It kind of felt like a... It went back and forth. Liv is on the outside, just trying to look pretty, because she does. And, blah, blah, blah. They said she had a good weekend. I wonder why. I don't want to know. But anyway, let's get into the end. Angel hits a Irish leg sweep. Irish? But recovers. Nearly beats Balor with a cradle for a near fall. Balor then comes back with Sling Blade, runs into his super kick by Angel. Humberto goes up top, goes to the moonsault and runs into Balor's boots. Balor then kicks Humberto into the corner with a shotgun drop kick. Tags in AJ. AJ comes in with a phenomenal forearm. Balor comes back with the coup de grace. 1, 2, 3. AJ and Finn get the win. Pretty match. 2.25 out of 5 stars. And then Liv comes in, and AJ and Finn do what they do best. They throw the too sweet, and they look at Liv. It's like, hey, too sweet us for the love of God, and Liv was like, okay. So it looked like they kind of form a group. I don't know if it's a group, but it's like a nice little partnership. For now, we'll see what happens with that. So 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. That's it. Alright, then we go to the back where we have the Alpha Academy, Otis and Chad Gable. Oh, thank you! Oh, sheesh! Oh, sheesh! That's what we tell these losers. They run into KO, Kevin Owens. Gable has the results of the DNA test that will apparently prove Elias and Ezekiel are the same person. I'm like, where the hell is Maury Povich in all this? They couldn't get Maury Povich? Vince? Got something gold there and you fuck it up. As usual. So, Gable gives KO the envelope. KO reads the results, and he says that the results were contaminated with barbecue sauce. By God, barbecue sauce! I'm like, oh, KO's the father of Ezekiel. Imagine? No. Otis seems to be the prime suspect. It's like, Titus cooked some good fried chicken! There was some good fried chicken by Titus and Catering. It was so tasty. Anyway, so Kevin goes berserk. So it looks like they have to do this again. And then Gabe was like, well, I'm gonna get the results next week. I'm like, great. And then he says, I'm gonna beat Ezekiel up a little bit later. Great. Alright, so I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Okay. Alright, after that, we get a look back at Sonya Deville getting fired as a WWE official, and then basically getting squashed in like 25 seconds by the returning Alexa Bliss, the evil goddess herself. So we get a rematch. What else is new? Rematch City on Raw. But this lasted pretty much, how long does this match last? 5 minutes. Good old-fashioned 5-minute suckfest. But you know, they did more than what happened last week, where Sony basically didn't do anything, and Alexa just hit that snap Alexa Bliss DDT and won the match. But they went back and forth. Alexa getting the early advantage, Sonya coming back, and then she tries to expose the turnbuckle like she tried to do last week. Failed. Referee sees it and fixes it, and then Sonya hits a spine buster on Alexa. Could have got the 3 count, but there was a distraction with the referee fixing the turnbuckle. And then Alexa comes back, hits the DDT again. I thought she hit a right hand, but anyway, she hits the DDT again. 1, 2, 3. Alexa Bliss once again gets the win over Sonya, soon to be released, Deville. And that's pretty much it. Match gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. After the match, Sonya doesn't like what the referee did. She kind of takes exception to what the referee did, and then she gets right in his face and slaps the taste out of his mouth. Oh, that's gonna be a fine. Do you think Sonya cares? No, I don't care either. Just release Sonya Deville. Just get her out of there. He's boring. Get her out. Let her go to Impact and be with I would say the Inspiration, but they're not there anymore, sadly. I don't even know what's going to happen with Billy Kay. Cassie Lee and Jessica McKay. I don't know what's going to happen to them. Well, besides, Peyton Royce getting fucked in the ass on a nightly basis by the Perfect 10. Ty Dillinger with his 3-inch cock, but, what is. And Jessica McKay just standing there looking pretty and doing her, OnlyFans. I don't know if she has an OnlyFans. We're just doing hot, sexy pictures with Chelsea Green. Hey, whatever makes you get paid. But I don't know if they're gonna come to AEW. I think they should have went to AEW, not to Impact. Where they got destroyed by the Prophecy. Rosemary and my demon assassin Rosemary and Jessica Havoc, of course. And my question to you fans are, why isn't Rosemary in the Queen of the Mountain match? There's Scott D'Amore? Gail Kim, anyone? Why isn't my Demon Assassin bride not in the Queen of the Mountain match? You always want to fuck the Prophecy over, don't you? Fucking Impact. Fuck Impact, man. Rosemary should go to AEW. Don't go to Raw. Don't, please, for the love of God, Courtney Rush, do not go to Raw. Go to WWE. Don't work for Vince. Go to Tony Khan. Or go to Japan. Mr. Obari would love you there. But I think Tony would love you there too. Imagine Rosemary and Abaddon getting it on. Not like that, but Rosemary and Abaddon in a humongous blood feud. Not blood, no, hardware blood, but I mean blood coming out of your mouth shit. That would be the freakiest freaking thing I would ever see. Rosemary and Abaddon one-on-one. Holy crap. Or Rosemary reforms Decay, calls it something else, calls it Prophecy. And has Rosemary, Abaddon, and I don't know who else you can get. Maybe some guy, maybe Crazy Steve will go, and Black Taurus will go to AEW and reform Decay, but just call it something else. You can't call it Decay. Call it the Prophecy. I'll give you the rights. Basically, she gave me the rights anyway, so there you go. I'll give you right back. There you go. There's your new Decay. Maybe, I don't know, Jessica Havoc will go there too, but we'd be better off there in an Impact. But I digress. And we move on. Alright, then we see, where are we? Alright, then we see what Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins did last week, which, Rollins, hitting the stomp on Cody on the announce table, kind of giving him a concussion. Well, they thought he got a concussion, but Cody was fine. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, then, Cody Rhodes comes out, makes his entrance. Adrenaline in my soul! Cody Rhodes came out to save the show! Which he didn't. We saw an AEW rule sign in the crowd. I don't know how that got in. Did you hide it in your pants? Anyway, that was cool. Blah, 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 blah. And then we come back from commercial. Cody's in the ring. He's soaking it all in from the crowd. He says Seth Rollins ain't here tonight. You know, we hear from him later. Cody says he's surrounded by lovers in Virginia. Yeah, somebody been watched that Adam Page promo when he came out to Virginia is for lovers. Good one there, Cody. He says millions of people are watching at home and hope Seth's listening. Cody notes that Seth said he would never take anything away from him ever again, but he's not sure what he took away from him. The biggest threat to Seth Rollins is Seth Rollins. Back in 2012, Seth showed up to WWE all shielded up. Nice. And he won titles right away. Cody had to take a different road. Stardust. He scratched, clawed, painted his face with a smile. Stardust. But endured. And he says, loss teaches you so much. And he says, I've learned I'll never be the American dream, so why not embrace the nightmare? Then he talks about Rollins' embarrassment for losing 2 matches in a row, overcome Cody's quest for a second chance. He says Seth will have to kill him, and will give him the chance. They said they're gonna run it back, but this time, for the third time, their third match inside Hell in a Cell. There you go. So that's that. Then we hear Seth Rollins laughing. Pops up on the Titantron in the back somewhere. He says, he tells Cody that stealing my spotlight at WrestleMania and cheating to beat me at Backlash wasn't enough for you, so you want one more match? Okay. You must be more stupid than you look. Look at how he looks, he tells Cody that's going to be the biggest mistake you've ever made in your life. Anybody that stepped inside Hell in a Cell with him has changed forever. Bray Wyatt. And he says he's going to expose Cody for the fraud that he is. And then Cody says, well, Seth, I'll see you in hell. There you go. It's now official, as per Adam Pearce. So, there's your first match for Hell in a Cell. Seth Rollins versus Cody Rhodes 3 inside that monstrosity known as Hell in a Cell. So, we'll see what happens with that. If they can top the first 2 matches, we'll see. I don't know. Unless they use the cage somehow and they climb up the cage or they climb on top of the cage and fall off. I don't know. I don't think we'll see that, but probably will be barbaric, but not too barbaric. This was. Alright, then we go to the back with, who was interviewing Asuka? I think it was Kevin Patrick. I forget. But anyway, we see the lovely Asuka. My first wife, Asuka. Nobody is ready for Asuka, suck my dick. but you knew that already. Asuka says that Becky Lynch cried like a baby. And she says tonight she'll give Becky a reason to cry. And she says she's ready for the women's champion. And Becky is not ready for Asuka. There you go. Simple to the point. 2.5 out of 5 stars. And I gave the Cody set thing, what did I give that? 2.5 out of 5 stars as well. So I thought that was pretty good. Alright, after that, we go to Chad Gable with Otis, taking on Ezekiel, with KO on commentary. And as always, KO does better commentary than Corey Graves and Byron Saxton combined. But it is what it is. It was an okay match. Otis got involved early on. But kind of went back and forth. Beginning at the end, Gable dives into Ezekiel's knee for a near fall. Gable hits the moonsault. He missed it before, early in the match. He hits it this time, gets a near fall. Ezekiel fights back, kicks Gable down, splashes him in the corner. And then Otis gets on the apron, he gets knocked down. Gable then rolls him up for a near fall. But Ezekiel reverses that. 1, 2, 3, he gets another win. He's still undefeated. And that's pretty much it. Match gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. And then after the match, Gable, Otis, and Kevin Owens are all pissed. And this feud continues on. Why? I don't know. And that's pretty much it. Speaking of things that are going on for too long, this 24/7 title crap with R-Truth and Tamina. They're walking in the back. Truth still playing that divorce lawyer gimmick. They're walking and they're trying to find Tozawa, Kira Tozawa, and they stop by a garbage can, and Truth's like, guess what? He's in here. 1, 2, 3. And Tozawa's like, no! And he gets handed the divorce papers, and then he runs off like a little bitch. And then another bitch comes in. Dana Brooke comes in. She thanks R-Truth for serving Reggie the divorce papers last week. So R-Truth's like, well, you're welcome, but I want my baby back. And he kind of gets a little creepy, like trying to kiss Dana Brooke. Dana runs away like a little bitch, runs into Carmella, putting on, makeup on her face. Blah, blah, blah. Corey Graves is having an orgasm in his pants with his tiny cock. That's that. Carmella talks about how Dana's a sorry excuse for a competitor and a wife. Wait, Dana's married? I didn't get that. Anyway, Dana mentions the chinless guy. I guess Corey. Chinless and dickless. Anyway, R-Truth chases Dana off, but apparently Carmella isn't interested in reforming their pairing. Thank God, we don't need to see a dance break! Anyway, Carmella says, I'll help you get the title back, though. I'm thinking, oh, no. They're going to give Carmella the 24/7 title, and Corey Graves is going to have more accidents in his pants than he already has now. No! I hate this fucking belt. This Olive Garden title, it should be destroyed. And then everybody in this division should get released. And that includes Carmella now. And Corey Graves. Both of them should get released. Fuck both of them. Not literally, but fuck both of them. But I digress. So I gave that a dud. Fuck it. That's it. Alright, after that we see Lacey Evans come out to do a little promo. She's still in the same fucking clothes! That freaking, like, I don't know what it is, this bikini, or it's just like a top, which basically, they shoot behind her, you can see basically her hot ass, but come on. Can we see her in something else, please? Not army fatigues and a freaking see-through get-up, you can see half her titties? But still, she comes in the ring and basically cuts a promo, talking about the armed forces and men and women of armed forces. Thank you for your service, men and women. And that's basically it. And then she kind of gives another inspirational speech. Even though she's going to be a heel. Go figure. Basically, she talks about her baby girls and that they can do whatever they can do. They can wake up, work, and win. I might not be might not be better than the other superstars in the locker room, but they're not better than me. And they know it. Alrighty then, so I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. After that, we see a promo from Riddle. Says some things to the Usos. He's like in a smoke-filled room. I wonder if he smoked a joint before that. By the way, big ups to RVD and the lovely Katie Forbes. And I have to say one thing to Chase. You fucking bastard! Chase put up something on his Instagram where he was at the RCW show, and I think it was at an RCW show, and Katie Forbes was there, and he did a video with Katie Forbes, and he's hugging Katie Forbes, and she's like, it's like grabbing fucking Chase like she wants to fuck him. I wouldn't blame that, Should have been me. But Katie Forbes knows I love her. But, next, if I ever see Katie Forbes, I'm gonna hug her and I'll take her home with me. Good lord. It's like, you don't need Rob. Smack that fat fake ass. Holy shit. But yeah, Chase felt, hugged her, and she's hugging him, And then you see Chase like freaking kiss her forehead and everything. You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch, Chase. You're my boy and everything, but not like that. But you're my good friends. But come on, Chase. Come on, you bastard. But he had fun. Chase had fun. That's all that matters. And that's it. Where was I now? So Riddle's in an smoke-filled room talking about the Usos, blah blah blah. He says, "I just smoked the Usos' ass, bro." And then the Usos come back, say they're the best tag team, and we the ones, just to hype up the main event for SmackDown, which is gonna be a ratings ploy. That's all they're doing for the unification match. It's a ratings ploy. They get people to watch the fucking match. It's going to end in chaos because Roman's going to come out and either cost the Arcade Bro the match or just cause a disqualification. And then we'll probably get something at Hell in a Cell with a unification match, or we get Roman versus Riddle, and we don't want to see. Yeah, Friday night's going to be a mess. And that's pretty much it. And that's it. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Then we get a video recap of Lashley beating Omos in the cage. And then next week, Lashley will have an almighty challenge for both him and MVP. What that means, I don't know, and I don't care. So yeah, Raw next week is in Evansville, Indiana. Yep! Not that anybody cares. And that's it. Alright, then we go to the main event. We have Bianca Belair come out to do some commentary or just look on. So we have Asuka versus Becky Lynch. This should have happened at Backlash. But WWE booking is fantastic. And we move on. Was a pretty decent match. 9 minutes to end the show. I was thinking that Bianca would come in and cause a DQ finish. It'd be like a non-finish. And then we're going to get a 3-way at the pay-per-view. Yeah. Getting to the end, and Becky tried for a roll-up. Asuka came back, locked in the Asuka lock. But somehow I think Becky got out of it. Then Becky gets on the apron. She does a jaw jack to Asuka's jaw on the top rope. Then she goes over to Bianca and tries to goad Bianca. Like, come on, hit me, Bianca, come on. And then Asuka comes from behind. Becky sends Asuka into Bianca. Oops. Asuka then gets roped back in the ring. Bianca then distracts the referee. Becky goes for Asuka's umbrella, Japanese umbrella, tries to hit her with it, but Asuka comes back with the green mist right in the face. And then Asuka with the well, not the Yakuza kick, but the chick kick, if you will. 1, 2, 3. We have a new #1 contender in Asuka. Asuka will face Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's Championship at Hell in a Cell. And that's pretty much it. I think it'll be a good match, but I think Becky's somehow going to get into the match. She's going to talk to Adam Pearce. Somehow it's going to become a 3-way, like I originally thought. But I still think Bianca's going to win. I think Bianca's going to pin Becky, and Asuka will still look strong. But I just don't think they're going to give Asuka the belt anytime soon, which pisses me off. Give it to Asuka. Let her hold it for a year. Or at least until Bayley comes back. But I don't know if they're going to do that. But anyway, Asuka gets the win. Match I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. And then, alright, we're back. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. The fucking router shut off and then just mysteriously came back on now. So I apologize for that. For the brief little timeout. But anyway, so I was saying that Becky, after the match, Becky's, I'm blind! And then we see Asuka going to the back, and then all the mist is drooling out of her mouth onto her luscious titties. Might have to lick it off later. But it is what it is. And that ends the show. And that ends a pretty chaotic Monday Night Raw. So I gave Monday Night Raw, I kind of gave it, maybe being too honest here, but I gave it a 5 out of 10. But the main story was Sasha Banks and Naomi leaving Monday Night Raw. I don't know what's going to happen. I guess we're going to have to find out either overnight tonight or possibly tomorrow from Meltzer and Sean Rossap and everything. But looks like Sasha is probably either leaving WWE or she's doing another temper tantrum. We'll see her in a couple months. Maybe Vince, Stephanie, and maybe Triple H will sweet talk her. I don't know what's going to happen with Naomi. Like I said, I thought they were going to do the whole Bloodline storyline, where she was going to maybe join the Bloodline with her husband Jimmy and turn on Sasha. I didn't need you. He didn't need Janetti. You know? One of those things. I guess we're going to have to find out in the next coming days. I don't know what they're going to... They'll probably mention it on SmackDown. But I would not be surprised if we hear Michael Cole and Pat McAfee announce that the tag team titles are vacant. Because there was supposed to be a tag team title match with Boss Glow against Shayna Baszler and Natalya this week. So I don't know what's going to happen to that. That they may be doing might have Natalya and Shayna versus two... Might be, well, I was gonna say, Shotzi and maybe Aaliyah, but I don't know. I really don't know what they're gonna do with the women's tag team belts. I think they should just discard it and get rid of it. It's irrelevant, like the 24/7 title. But either it's gonna be vacated and they'll probably have like some type of maybe tournament. What I think they're gonna do is they're gonna give it to Nazi. Huh, whoops. What? They're going to give it to Natalya and Shotzi by forfeit. So Natalya and Shotzi will... Natalya and Shayna Baszler will become the new women's tag team champions and nobody will give a fuck. But I think for most of this week, everybody's going to be doing videos like what's Sasha going to do? What's going on with Sasha and Naomi? Is Naomi coming back? Is this just a little thing, a little spat? You know, Vince and company will try to get Sasha back and Sasha's going to say, fuck you. Maybe stay home for the rest of her contract. I don't know. Maybe she just tells Vince, I'm out of here, and just we'll see her maybe Wednesday night on Dynamite as the Joker. I doubt that, but I would be shocked. But she could possibly appear, you know, say, oh fuck this, I'm gonna just show up at Double or Nothing while I'm in contract with the WWE. And there would be a humongous lawsuit going on, but I think Tony Khan has good lawyers. Way better lawyers than Vince does. So, yeah. Sasha could, probably have a lawsuit on her hands with a breach of contract. But I think eventually she'll be joining Tony Khan. Not as Sasha Banks, of course. She'll probably be known as Mercedes, will be known as Mercedes Renato or Mercedes what was her name in the Indies, VK. And as far as Naomi goes, I don't know. I don't think Naomi would like go to AEW with Sasha. I think Naomi will probably play, let us cool down a little bit and then come back to Big Johnny and Bruce and Vince is like, I'm sorry that we left. Sasha, just went off the deep end. I just didn't like our direction being tag team champions when you get recognition, shit like that. And then Vince will probably like say, hey, okay, we'll do something with you. Maybe they'll do something like, I don't know what they'll do. I just think Naomi's gonna stay and Sasha's probably gonna leave. But you never know in this wacky world of wrestling. But that's all I gotta say about that. Let me know your thoughts down below. What you guys think of the Sasha and Naomi situation? Let me know down below. You can do a video reply if you wish. Hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. You want to talk about it? Maybe talk about it more later in the week. Maybe probably Thursday, or who knows if more information comes out. I'll let you guys know about it. Doing my NXT review, or maybe I'll do a separate stream, just update with updates and stuff like that. But we'll see. Other than that, like I said, Raw gets a 5 out of 10. Let me know your thoughts down below. And that's pretty much it. Alright, I'm going to go to bed now. Thank you all for watching. Check out my video, my Metal God video, with my unbagging of the custom-made, in this moment, denim hooded jacket. Check it out. If you want to buy one, go on in this moment. In this moment's merchandise merchandise store. Go on there in this go on inthismoment.com or whatever. Just Google in this moment merchandise store. You can buy one of your own for $120, or 100 plus shipping, of course. So it's really almost 120, depending on where you live, of course. But it is what it is. Yeah. So that's probably gonna be the last thing I actually get from in this moment for a while. So I'm gonna be on vacation, so I gotta save some money for my vacations and bills and everything. 'Cause, you know, I gotta pay the bills, of course. So I have a job. I got a life too, unlike you losers. But that's all I gotta say. Pretty much about that. So probably I would probably say the next big thing I actually get, besides, you know, setting up my summer plans and everything, you know, Atlantic City, Baltimore, California, stuff like that. But I'll still be around the New York area here and there, but not much. I'm gonna even be home all week, at least a week. But we'll see. Depends on my plans and if I can everything finalized by July. But it is what it is. But that's all I gotta say about that. But if I get any more like merchandise from In This Moment, probably won't be until maybe July or early August. I might get the Maria. I'm gonna get the Maria doll, which is $30. I might get the jogging shorts. That's, I think, $60. I think. I might get some stuff from Maria's website. Just a shirt with the symbols on it, you know, because Maria's a pagan and everything. Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to get my Black Label Society Hatebreed and Anthrax concert tickets if they haven't sold out yet. It's going to be in Brooklyn at the end of August. And then while I'm doing that, I'm going to be saving up for a possible second Florida vacation I'm doing Labor Day, probably after Labor Day weekend. And then after that, I'm gonna probably be home for the rest of the year after that, up until maybe November or December. Probably by the end of the year, I might be going back to Florida. Who knows? I don't know. Don't know yet. It's way in advance. So, but I don't know yet. We'll see. But that's pretty much it. I'm gonna make my money. I'm gonna buy some things because I got a life and I feel like doing. You know, if I have the money to buy some stuff, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have fun. That's it. That's it. Alright, everybody. Thank you all for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. Thank you to Alejandro Katza for coming in. Also, Prince and Nick for coming in as well. The prophecy is strong tonight. Well, not that strong, but, you know, it was pretty much okay. We had about, at most, 4 or 5 people. I know some of them left because they got work and other things to do. That's pretty much all I can say about that. So, thank you to those guys for coming in, and everybody else who watched. Well, thank you for the free view. And that's it. So, that's it. Thank you for watching. I'm Peter Gomez signing off. I bid you adieu. And, yeah. Have a great night, everybody. I'm Peter Gomez signing off. Peace out. Rock on and rock hard with your Kokoot. And if you're not still down with that, well, me, Nick, Prince, Alejandro, Klatza, Lauren, and everybody else in the prophecy, if you're still not down with that, down with us, you don't like our bands, you don't like our videos, and you don't like us, well, that's too damn bad, because we're the prophecy, we're the greatest things since sliced bread, we're the realest motherfuckers on this website, we're not fake as fuck or anything. You think we're fake? At least we show ourselves on camera. We don't hide behind Commodore 64 computers and about 6,000 fake accounts. We're real, motherfuckers. We don't hide from anybody. We're right here. So, it is what it is. We're real and you're not. But, anyway, we're the prophecy. We're the greatest thing since sliced bread. And if you're not down with that, well, we got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. Because you can't do anything about it. And that's all I got to say about that. So, good night, everybody. And until next time. Peace. Ho, 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 ho. Vince McMahon, fuck you, dude. Hi, Sasha. I'll see you soon, baby. Bye.